Welcome to ESL Class for you and a new lesson on third conditional. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to express hypothetical situations in the past. Just a note, hypothetical situation is something imaginary, unreal, or not currently true. This describes what could happen, what might have happened, or would happen under different circumstances. So, what is third conditional? Third conditional in English is used to talk about past situations that didn't happen and their imagined results. It expresses regret, missed opportunities, or those hypothetical outcomes in the past. Here is the structure. So we have if plus past perfect, would have plus past participle. This is how to form the third conditional, and don't worry, we're going to go over many examples. So here we have the if clause, which describes something that didn't happen in the past, and then we have the main clause, which shows the imagined outcome if the past had been different. Are there alternatives to would have? Yes, there are. We could also use could have to express possibility, or might have to express uncertainty. Let's look at some examples. Here is the first one. So if I had known about the meeting, I would have attended. So the if clause is if I had known about the meeting, and the main clause, I would have attended. Here's another example. If she had studied more, she would have passed the exam. The if clause, if she had studied more, and the main clause, she would have passed. Is there a negative form for the third conditional? Yes, there is. The third conditional can also be negative in order to express situations where something did not happen. So here we're going to use the same structure. The only difference is we are adding would not have before the past participle. Here are some examples. If I had not missed the train, I would not have been late. If she hadn't eaten so much, she wouldn't have felt sick. Here are some mistakes to avoid. We never want to use would in the if clause. So it's wrong to say, if I would have studied harder, I would have passed the exam. But it's correct to say, if I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. Now let's go over some more examples. If I had trained harder, I would have won the race. If she had woken up earlier, she wouldn't have missed her flight. If they had studied more, they would have passed the exam. If he had tried, he might have succeeded. If we had left on time, we wouldn't have been stuck in traffic. If I hadn't forgotten my wallet, I could have paid for dinner. If he had called me, I could have helped him with studying. If she had called me, I would have helped her. Awesome work. Now it's time to jump into some practice. So you are going to have a 1-minute timer to fill in the blanks for this reading and writing section. And then we will go over the answers. Okay, here are the answers. If they had left earlier, they would have caught the bus. If I had not eaten so much cake, I would not have felt sick. If she had listened to the advice, she would not have made that mistake. All right, now it's time to rewrite the sentences using the third conditional. Awesome job. If I had studied, I would have passed the test. If she had remembered her umbrella, she would not have gotten wet. Awesome job. Here is another quiz. Fill in the blanks with the correct verb forms. You have less than a minute. Let's go. You got this. Awesome job. Here are the quiz answers. If I had woken up earlier, I would have arrived on time. If she had not forgotten her keys, she would not have gotten locked out. If we had taken a taxi, we would not have missed the flight. If he had studied more, he would have gotten better grades. And finally, if they had invited us, we would have gone to the party. Next, here is our final quiz. Okay, here are the correct sentences. If I had saved more money, I would have traveled. If she had trained harder, she would have won the race. And finally, if we had taken an umbrella, we wouldn't have gotten wet. Remember, never use would have in the if clause. And I know I said that was the last quiz, but this is the final quiz. I had to throw in this bonus one. So you are going to practice rewriting. You only have 3 more left. Let's go finish strong. Awesome job. Here are the final quiz answers. So this was the trickiest one, so pay attention to the answers, and I hope you got them all. If I had exercised, I would not have gained weight. If he had called, we would have met up. If they had been careful, they would not have had an accident. Awesome work. Just want to finish off with a quick recap. The third conditional is used to talk about past situations that didn't happen and their possible consequences. It expresses these hypothetical outcomes, regret, or those missed opportunities. Thank you so much for coming to class today and learning with me. Great job, and don't forget to check out our other ESL Class for You videos. Bye, guys.